429. I'm Ariana Mameli.
And I'm Monica Valley. Today's show includes clips from Special Olympics, Enigma, as well as a new club called Pause, which just emerged in Holliston High School.
We also have a guest interview with Sammy Tate and some new intriguing development with Holliston High School.
We'll start out with the junior class, which had a fundraiser on Valentine's Day with our own interview with Ariana Mameli.
The class officers and I had a lot of fun organizing everything. Let's play the clip.
Hello, I'm Nolan Murphy, here with Junior Class President Ariana Mameli to talk about the Valentine's Day fundraiser. Could you tell us a little bit about the fundraiser?
Yeah, we sell pink carnations to the whole class, all grades. They're about $5 for 3 flowers and $2 for 1 flower. People can buy these flowers and we deliver them the week of Valentine's Day along with a note the person can write to the receiver of the flowers.
Sounds like a great idea. So is this just for people and their significant others?
No, it's for all students. It can be for friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, siblings, even teachers, anyone.
Why is this important for our class?
So the nice thing is this fundraiser is a tradition, and people look forward to it. We want fundraisers that, of course, make us a profit and also bring the class together, and this fundraiser is a nice fit for that.
Does this fundraiser make us a lot of money?
It does. It's not our primary fundraiser, but it makes us a good profit.
Lastly, how did the student government come up with this idea?
So it started freshman year. We were new to student government and we needed some new fundraisers to start making us money. So we started thinking of major holidays and Valentine's Day popped into our heads. So we decided let's do a flower sale right before Valentine's Day, and it worked.
All right, thank you for the interview. Back to you in the studio.
Next, we have the 5-town Special Olympics with Holliston, Hopkinton, Medway, Millis, and Ashland, which were hosted by Holliston High School on April 10th.
They were a huge success, and I think all the participants had a great time. Let's check it out.
Hello. Today is April 10th, 2015. Sure, it's a little bit gloomy out, but we got a very exciting day ahead of us. Today is the 2015 Special Olympics, and it's being hosted at Holliston High School. So right now we're just waiting for them to roll in, but they should be here any minute, and then we're gonna have a big day of events. And here come our athletes now. We're at the Special Olympics at Holliston, Massachusetts. I'm here with Mr. Keim, who's the principal of the Miller School, right?
Yes.
So Mr. Keim, how'd you get involved in this event?
I got involved with this because my wife works in Medway and is a physical therapist, and so she works with a lot of kids who participate in Special Olympics. And so the first year they did this in Medfield, I emceed that one too, and I love coming back every year. It's one of my favorite days of the year.
Awesome. So is that your job? You're emceeing kind of like the whole event?
MC and making sure everything stays on time.
That's awesome. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm here with Mr. Kelly, who's the vice principal at the high school. So Mr. Kelly, how are you doing today?
Great.
Awesome. So what is your job today at the Special Olympics?
Mainly just to make sure everything runs on time and that everyone's having a fantastic time.
Awesome. So has it been, it must have been quite the production hosting this year.
It was. There was a lot of work that went into getting everything ready behind the scenes, but everything's worthwhile when you see the kids show up and have such a great time.
I bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here's another volunteer from the Holliston High School helping out with the Special Olympics. So Connor, how'd you get involved?
I don't know. I got called down one day to the office, and it seemed interesting, so I thought I'd join in.
Awesome. So are you having a good time?
Great time.
So what's your job today?
I am manning the long jump station. All the kids are gonna take one big jump or one big step and see how far they go.
Awesome. Well, it looks like you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
All right, thanks, man.
All right. So I'm here with Dave D., the principal of Ashland Middle School. So Dave, how'd you get involved in this today?
We've been involved for years with it. I've been at the middle school now the last few years. We've had our middle school students compete, and it's a wonderful event. We were at Medway last year. Holliston did a great job at hosting it this year. It's one of my favorite days of the year, honestly. It's great.
Yeah, it is really a great day. So, what is your main job today? Do you have anything?
As the principal, really, it's great. I get the best job around. It's just really showing up and cheering on our middle school students and the competitors, and it's phenomenal. And you can see a lot of work has been put into it. We have student volunteers who are working hard, but I got the easy job today. I just get to root on our students. It's great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm here with one of the athletes, Roy. All right, so Roy, how'd today go?
It went pretty good.
That's good. So you won a medal today too.
Yeah.
Are you pumped?
Yeah, pumped. I got a medal.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So what did it feel? Was it pretty cool passing on the torch to Ashland?
It went pretty good because Ashland, it went so pretty well, and put a torch and put a medal, and then it was awesome because my arm's getting a little tired.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thanks, Roy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Roy.
No problem.
So I'm here with Miss Bottomley, the principal of Holliston High School. So Miss Bottomley, you did it. It's over. You had in my opinion, I think you had a very great day today.
So it was an amazing day, but I wouldn't say I did it. There was a huge team of people that worked together to create this event that have actually been planning for a solid year now, and I cannot thank them enough. I really want to highlight the student volunteers today because this event was run by our high school seniors, well, juniors and seniors, but it was really run by our high school students who are leaders in our school and did a tremendous job. We could not have done this event without them. And then what a fun event for all of the kids to participate. I mean, just seeing the smiles on their faces, the family that was able to be here, the community members, it really, I will say it's one of my favorite events that I've been part of for the last 5 years. Not anything against the other events, but this is pretty amazing.
Today was pretty incredible. How long did this all take to plan and get together and stuff?
So we met last year, last school year for the first time to just talk a little bit about what we were going to need to put together for the event. And then we've been meeting as a group once a month for probably the first 6 months. And then I would say 2 or 3 times a month for the last few months. This week, though, it feels like we've been meeting every minute of every day for a solid week to plan it. So it was a long time in the making, but it was really worth it.
It was. Well, thank you. All right, so I'm here with Holliston High School senior Brendan O'Connell. The Special Olympics just ended, and looks like it was a great day.
Yeah, it was awesome. The group had a great time. I was with Group 4, and we just went around to all the different activities. All the volunteers were amazing. The athletes did really great. I think that they just had a great time, and that it was really well organized, well run. So overall, a huge success.
That's awesome. So do you suggest that underclassmen take this opportunity to volunteer?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't work with Best Buddies at the school. I wish I did, but after a day like today, I just want to do more stuff like this. It was a great day. All the athletes had an amazing time, and it was just a really fun event. Really exceeded my expectations.
That's awesome. Thanks, Brendan.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
What a great event.
I completely agree. It looked like all that hard work really paid off. Now we're going to our next clip, On the Spot with Kevin DePaganon.
Hello, my name is Kevin DePaganon, and this is On the Spot with
Noah Roschek.
Hi, Noah. We have a couple of questions lined up for you today in order to get the feel of Holliston's community and what they have to say about some questions. First off, what is your favorite extracurricular activity?
Oh, God. I'm only in one, NHS.
Can you elaborate?
We have a meeting today. We have to do community service and be good citizens.
Awesome. That sounds really helpful to the community. Second question, if there was one class that you had to stay in for the rest of your life out of Holliston High School, what would it be?
Probably AP Chemistry with Bodmer.
And why is that?
Because I shouldn't say on camera because I'll get her in trouble. She's hilarious and we do grades and stuff.
Awesome. And for the last question, is there anything that you would change about Holliston High School if you could choose one particular aspect?
Oof, the jail part where we have to get passes to use the bathroom and can't leave during the school day and yeah, it's terrible, kind of jailish.
Awesome. Thank you for your responses. This was On the Spot with Noah, and thanks again.
Hey.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is JB Cerulli.
So, JB, we have a couple questions for you that we've been asking some of the residents of Holliston High School about to get a feel for the community's ideas about different subjects. So, first subject, what is your favorite extracurricular activity?
I'd say baseball is my favorite.
Can you elaborate as to why?
I love the game. It's a great sport, and the team's a real tight-knit group of guys. It's a fun time. Gonna have a good season this year.
Awesome. Great response. For the second question, if you had to choose one class that you had to stay in for the rest of your high school career, what would it be and why?
It'd probably be economics with Mr. Healy because it's a good class. It's a great time. You learn a lot about microeconomics and get to spend some quality time with Brian Healy, who is the man.
I wholeheartedly agree. And for our third and final question, if there was one aspect or point that you had to change about Holliston High School, what would it be and why?
That's a good question. Probably be maybe the block scheduling, because it makes it a little difficult to take all the classes you want to take, and the periods are a little long, and there's not a whole lot of classes offered compared to what some other schools have because there's lack of flexibility in the schedule.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, JB. I'll see you around.
All right.
Hello, this is On the Spot at Holliston High School. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Anderson Mankus.
So, Anderson, we have a couple questions for you for On the Spot, our program. Firstly, what is your favorite extracurricular activity?
Probably cheerleading.
Can you elaborate?
I've cheered all 4 years of high school and was the captain of my senior year. It was very fun being involved with the football games and just being able to be out there on the field.
Awesome. So, for our second question, if there was one class that you had to stay in for the rest of your high school career, what would it be and why?
Let's see, that's a hard one. Probably psychology. I really enjoyed psychology. I had it with Mr. Bernstein. Just everything about it was really interesting. I never really got bored. It caught my attention through the whole thing. Awesome response.
And thirdly, and for our final question, if there was one thing you had to change about Holliston High School, what would it be and why?
It's another hard one. Let's see. Probably to take out DSB and get out earlier. I think that maybe for younger grades, DSB is a little bit better to get that extra study time, but to me, it's kind of like a wasted time in the middle of the day, and we could get out earlier and enjoy the afternoon.
Very interesting and creative response. Thank you for that. This was On the Spot. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Allie Keast.
Hi, Allie. We have a couple questions to kind of get the feel of Holliston High School and what their fine residents are up to. So, for the first question, what is your favorite extracurricular activity?
I would probably have to say art. I mean, I want to go to art school, and it's a big part of my life, so I don't know. I just really like art.
Awesome. Me too. So, if there was one class that you would have to stay in for the rest of your high school career, what would it be and why?
Art class, because that is where I feel most at home, I guess. I'm most comfortable in that class. I can really just kind of be myself, so.
Awesome. Me too. And thirdly, and for our final question, if there was one thing you had to change about Holliston High School, what would it be and why?
Oh, God. I don't know. I don't think I would change anything. I really like my school, so I don't think I would change anything. Sorry.
Awesome responses. Thank you for your time, Ellie.
Thank you.
Kevin really knows his stuff when it comes to On the Spot.
Does he? Well, that was interesting.
Kevin asked some good questions to a variety of students. I liked it.
True. So let's move on to our next clip.
All right. Now we have a special filming of an after-school teacher jam session.
Very cool. Here it is.
Hello, I'm Ryan Lynch, and I'm with the 429 show. Today we're going to take a look into the student-teacher jam session that usually takes place every Friday afternoon in Mr. Calais' room. We're going to see what songs they'll be playing, and maybe we can get in on some of the action. Let's take a look.
I love that. They had a really good vibe going.
Couldn't agree more. I hear the teachers practice every Friday after school.
I can tell, but let's keep going. Up next, we've got a pause clip.
Ari, I don't think our viewers know what pause is.
True. It's a group of students that advocate and fundraise for animals, but to find out more, you'll have to watch the clip. Today's Taylor Rules, we're going to be talking about her dog rescue club called PAWS. Taylor, could you tell me what PAWS stands for?
PAWS stands for People, Animals Working Side by Side, and the club voted on that name at our first meeting, and yeah. Okay, nice. Could you tell me why you started the club?
I started the club because I had a leadership project for NHS at the Bay Path Humane Society in Hopkinton, and I felt really deeply connected to the pets and animals, and I realized how much we can do at a high school for these animals.
I like it. What's the club about? Tell me a little about what you guys do and everything.
So what we're going to do is fundraise and also just help out the animals. We are going to have different fundraisers and also have different events, and we're just going to help make the
help the society.
Help the society, yeah.
Do you have any idea what kind of fundraisers you're going to do?
Yes, especially for pets in Medway, they're having a nail clipping where you can donate towards Bay Path Humane Society, and that money goes towards building a home-like environment at the shelter because they want animals to have a good, nice home that's not just like a bunch of cages.
That's awesome. I fully support it. How many people are in the club so far?
So far we have 25 members, and
wow.
And I know a lot of people wanted to join, but they couldn't make the first meeting, so we're hoping for a bigger turnout so we can really help these pets.
Nice. Who's your advisor?
Mr. White. He's an awesome advisor. His wife really loves pets, and he feels like he wants to give it back also.
Oh, well, I love Mr. White. He did an interview for us as well. What are your goals for the club?
Our long-term goals are to raise enough money for a cage at the shelter and to make a lot of promotional videos for the shelter so we can help in the adoption of the pets. And also we would like to support a lot of the events they run. They run the Paws for Claws 5K. We would love to show our support with the team and just fun events. And we also want to have just fun days where you can learn how to make dog toys or make dog cookies or
That's awesome, and adoption's a big part of the whole process. Finally, why would you recommend this club?
I recommend this club because I think it's different than a lot of the clubs we have at Holliston High School.
Agreed.
And I think that I want it to be where everybody's involved and it's your ideas. It's like kind of a democratic type of approach where everybody's truly involved, and it's a club that we all form together.
That's awesome. I love it. I'm Ariana Melli, and this is Taylor Rolls. Back to you in the studio. That's such
a sweet idea.
I love dogs so much.
I'm more of a cat person, but nonetheless, let's get ahead to some more cool clips.
What sort of things do we have coming up?
Well, I have an Enigma interview with junior Beth Radcliffe, who talks about the main points of the club.
Ooh, nice. You write a little bit yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in journalism.
Very fitting. Let's play the clip.
Hi, I'm Monica Valley, and I'm here today with
Beth Radcliffe.
So, Beth, you're in the club Enigma. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So, Enigma is Holliston High School's literary magazine. So that means we publish students and teachers artwork, poetry, short stories, and any other artistic things you can basically scan into a computer.
Sounds like fun. And how do you publish it? Do you publish it through a newspaper or?
So we normally publish online through Google Docs. We create a Google site, and then everybody's piece has a specific site that we just use for that.
That's really cool. So what do you write about a lot?
I normally write poetry, so just whatever, I guess, is on my mind.
That sounds like fun. So the last article you wrote was poetry, or?
Yeah, it was just a poem about sort of like the stress of school, because I think that's a lot of things people can relate to. So it's mostly just things in Enigma that like people can relate to.
Yeah, it's a really big topic right now. So how long does it take you to write an article, or to get it from like in your head to on the site?
Normally poetry is pretty quick, so the process would probably just be sitting down, writing the poem, which can take between, half an hour for your first draft, and then revisions can take, a couple days just so you can think about it. And then what you do is you just email the whatever you've written or scanned in to, we have an email address, so you just email it to that drive, and then it gets into whatever issue we're working on, and we try to publish about 2 issues a year.
That's really cool. And so does Enigma have any goals this year?
We want to publish 2 issues. So that's pretty much our goal.
That sounds good. And what do you like best about Enigma?
I think it would probably be being able to see something that you've written go into published work so that other people can look at online, which is cool.
All right, that sounds like fun. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
And I'm Monica Valley.
She's very articulate. Good job.
Thanks. She was very informative.
She was, but we still got one last clip.
I'm excited for this one. I'm a big fan of the senior artist, Joey Pagano, who is in this clip, and who will talk about his development of a video game with interviewer Anna Clark.
That's right. He's been working on this for a long time.
So it's a big debut.
Exactly. Play the clip.
That was quick.
Hi, I'm Anna Clark, and today I'm here with
Joey Pagano.
And we're going to be talking about Joey's senior project that he did last term. So, do you want to explain what you did exactly?
So, I figured out how to make a video game. So, artwork that I had made over the past couple of years of different character ideas I had, plot, devices, story concepts, just all sorts of little different things to make a story. I was like, all right, it's time to stop messing around and to really do something with this. So, I just figured out how to learn programming and to put it into a game so people can play my story.
So, do you want to explain a bit of the process behind the creation of your game?
So it started with, as I said, the sketches. So I had character designs, all that jazz, and I then learned how to program, found an actual program that was a perfect vehicle to make the game in the style I wanted it to be, and I just did everything I had to make the program agree with what I wanted and make it realize my artistic vision, as well as implementing all the drawings and creations that I made.
How long did it take you to learn the programming?
It took a decent amount of time, and you always just keep learning. And to be completely honest, the first bit I learned ended up not being the language I needed to make the game. So it really is just this constant evolving skill of knowing how to make the computer do what you want it to do. It's computational skills as opposed to just learning a language. So I wouldn't even say I learned it per se. I'm still learning now.
Okay, so you talked about your art a bit earlier. How much did your art contribute to your game?
The art is definitely the most important component to the entire game. Rather than learn how to program some basic visual to do a concept, the idea was to really realize my story, my characters, and all the little visual nuances in between. And because of that, the art is what makes my game my game. It is the most important component in the aesthetic that it achieves.
Do you want to give a quick synopsis of your game?
So it's about a main character, Aaron Tenbrooks, that moves to California, and his shadow has been separated from him since he was little. So his shadow is his best friend, and when he moves to this town, there are people that start falling into comas and not waking up. So in order to save these people, he, with his shadow, go into the dream world to save them from their nightmares. And these are the same kids that you as a player will be going to school with. So it's actually 2 games in one, sort of.
Cool. So do you have a name for your game yet?
Yeah, so it's called Ill Harmony, and for plot reasons, I'm not going to give out why it's called that. Other than that, harmony is a big theme throughout the game.
Sweet. So do I get to play this game anytime soon? Is it out yet? Is it complete even?
The game itself isn't done. That's going to take a very long time because I'm a one-man team, and that's just impossible to get something like that done that quickly. However, the game's demo builds are available online for people like you. Anyone can just go to the website, download it, try it out, see what you like, see what you don't like, and tell me how it works, what you did or didn't like, and then the game will evolve with this consumer feedback so that it's what the players want and what I want.
I'll be sure to look out for it. So that's all the time we have for now, but I'm Anna Clark.
I'm Joey Pagano.
And this has been 14-9. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, what a great senior project. He also previewed his video at Art Saves Lives.
That requires some serious talent and hard work.
I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah, I guess when you have a dream, you just gotta follow it.
That's definitely true. Now we're moving on to our last segment of the show.
Yes, this is a great time to introduce our guest. Here with us today is Sammy Tate, a junior artist and Gold Key Award winner.
Welcome, Sammy. So, when did you start to have a passion for art?
I've been doing art my whole life, so I guess before preschool, kindergarten, kind of that area.
That's great. So why don't you tell us a little about this piece we have behind us?
So this was a school project. It was a cardboard project, so I decided to do a typewriter because I liked the way it would look on the page. Like it was detailed, but it was also very simplistic in the way that it was a machine.
That's really interesting.
I like that. Did you have the contest in mind when you made the piece?
No, I made this piece in sophomore year.
Oh, wow.
No
Okay.
idea.
So your work has gone from Boston to New York. What is the end result?
Well, my college portfolio, and then after that, I don't know.
That's cool, yeah.
So how long about did it take you to make this piece?
I can't remember quite, but I'd say like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Has anyone helped you through this whole process, like been a mentor, a guide?
I've had many. My parents, my friends,
Right.
obviously all my art teachers,
Right.
Stillac.
Cool. Can you tell us about a class that's been your favorite in your high school career?
That would have to be Art Portfolio 1. That was the class I took at the beginning of this year. I went to New York and we visited all these museums, and
Wow.
I felt like that was the most inspiring.
That's awesome.
That sounds really great. All right, thank you so much, Sammy. It's been really great interviewing you.
Thank you so much, Sammy. I look forward to seeing more of your art pieces in the future.
Me too. Thank you for being on the show today.
I'm Ariana Melli.
And I'm Monica Valley.
This has been 429.
Stay classy, Holliston.